This project is about pressure decay and LabVIEW. Let me show you the following scenario. So let's assume you have a unit that you want to test, and this unit has a button, and every time you press it, it releases some pressure. So for this scenario, we want to know if the button works and how much pressure it releases every time we press it. So we're going to implement this using a pressure decay machine, which actually measures the amount of pressure over time that is being lost, having the device pressurized. So we're going to press the button X amount of times, get the data from the machine, and then analyze the pressure loss to try to identify steps and measure them. So let's review the project. So we have tabs on the top which you can select to do different stuff. If you go to instructions, you will find what the buttons are for. You can start the test in automatic mode or in manual mode. You can open a file. You have some raw data over there. What we're going to do is going to try to identify that information, decode it, and give you some information. As you get the data from the machine, or you have the option actually to change some settings, which is protected. You have to enter a password, and then if you move out, it will get restricted again. So that way you can figure out what's going on with different files or get new data from run a new test. This particular one failed because some of the steps, the size of the steps were actually higher than expected. So for the architecture, we have two loops. One is handling the GUI and the other one handling the functions using queues. And on the top loop, which handles the GUI, you can actually, every time you press a button, it will send a series of commands that the function loops needs to execute. Like if you go like automatic, or if you go to config or something like that, it will queue different functions, and once it sends it to the next loop, it will go through any of those functions that were selected.